I grab your wrist? I could be a better boyfriend than him. I could do the shit that he never did.
Hey, this is Miss MEB. Welcome to my channel, Miss MEB, where I share my journey to self-mastery in order to achieve success and the goals that I have set for myself. I also share tips and tricks, reviews, resources for self-mastery, basically, and how to keep organized and keep track of your goals. Do it all, but keep it together. That is the motto of this channel. In this video, I will share resources I have come across that are really dope in terms of truly kind of framing what does it mean to know your strengths, know your talents, and know your gifts, use them, leverage them to achieve your goals. So I'm gonna drop 5 important questions that I got from Peter Drucker, Managing Oneself. So you don't want to miss that. They are really insightful and straightforward. It is something you can apply to really start digging towards your goal and achieve that process and that self-mastery. Stay tuned. So the questions are, what are my strengths? How do I work? What are my values? Where do I belong? And what can I contribute? All right, let's dig into those questions. All right, so before I get into the 5 important questions you need to ask yourself if you want to find out what your gifts are, what your natural gifts are, I want to give a little context. So I'm somebody who's very passionate. I love a lot of things. I have had a lifetime of seeking my gifts, who I am, why am I here, and what is my purpose, because I didn't want to do anything else. And even to articulate that took a whole lot of time to do. I'm in my 40s. I've had a whole lot of transitions and I've tried many lives, and I've come to finally be in my own, right? Be in an existence that I am proud of and that I'm super excited about, a future that I can build, and I want to share that with you. I want to tell you about the author of those 5 questions, which is the great Peter Drucker. He was born in 1909, died in 2005. He wrote more than 39 books, published articles, and he is basically, after Taylor and Fayol, one of the most referenced author on management. And to this day, he is widely used by managers over the world to get better at what they do. So he is very a summary in terms of thinking about management and what type of mindset you need and how you can be a good manager. And he wrote this book, Managing Oneself, and I think that it is a great resource and it's so straightforward, and this is what we're gonna use today. So let's dive into those 5 questions. Hey, what are your natural gifts? What are your strengths? Well, all right. Don't sweat. Here are 5 important questions to ask yourself in order to find those strengths. So this is from Peter Drucker, the father of thinking management. 5 important questions, because when you operate from a place of strength and self-knowledge, you can really position yourself for excellence. So here there are. Number 1, what are your strengths? How you can know? Feedback analysis. think of a key decision or a key goal you want to achieve, list the outcome. Ask yourself, basically several months later, after you have listed or wrote down the outcome you expect, try to seek out the patterns that you get from it. What is the main skill set you have used to generate the results that you have expected? Were there some habits that have come to kind of hinder your process, right, and make things difficult? Did you give up along the way, right? So what abilities do you need to enhance in order to achieve a better result next time, right? So the outcome you desire, the goal you desire, comes from feedback analysis. And as you collect this information for yourself and on yourself, you will get to know what your true strengths are. Another way to use feedback analysis is to collect and gather all the compliments, the good feedback you have received at work, things that you find yourself smiling when you do, things you go to kind of disconnect, the good and the bad ones, right? The good habits and the bad habits, whether it is drawing or just plugging on TV. Right. So those are the things you can do to know your strength. List them all. And again, you are seeking patterns to see if things are repeating themselves, right? Do you see that most of those have to do with you being a good cook, or you being a good friend, or you being a creative person? So this is how you get to find out your strengths. Number 2, how do you work? Are you somebody that needs a quiet environment? Do you need a high octane, high pressured environment to work? Do you do things last minute? Are you methodical? Do you need to work with others? Do you need to work by yourself? Do you need to tell others what to do? This is how you find the information. Do you need to figure it out for yourself? What is the best environment for you to produce your best work? Number 3, where are my values? What are your values? What do you align with, right? Is the company you're working for sharing values with you? Do you think that being ethical is important? Do you think that only getting the results and justifying the means is what you are seeking? Do you like to work with your hands? Do you like to provide services? What are your values? What do you align with? If you align with your values and the values of the company you work for, or the service or products you are creating, right, then alignment creates speed and not only speed but stability in progressing towards that goal. That's why it's so important. Number 5, where do I belong? Consider your strengths, your preferred work style, and your values, and then you know where those fit best. You can choose the work, activities, or endeavor, right, company that you can create for yourself. And then number 5, what can you contribute? So how can you use your findings to contribute to the world? That's it. There you have it. All right. Follow me next time to see how I fare, because I'm going to apply this for myself and tell you how I do. All right. Until next time. Peace.